Hi, I'm Varsha Nair for constitutionofindia.net at CLPR. In February 1965, Dieter Conrad, a German constitutional scholar, asked his audience at the law faculty, Banaras Hindu University, a few probing questions. Could the Indian Parliament abolish Article 21, depriving a person of their life or personal liberty without authorization by the law? Could India's ruling party modify Article 368 such that the power to amend the constitution now rests with the President acting on the advice of the Prime Minister? Through these hypotheticals, Conrad argued it would be dangerous for Parliament to have an unrestricted power to amend the constitution. About 3 months before Conrad's speech, the Supreme Court of India, in a landmark case, held that Parliament could change any part of the constitution as it pleased. The court ruled that this power was vested in Article 368 of the Constitution, which gave Parliament the power to amend the Constitution. The next decade was punctuated with a string of constitutional cases in which the extent of Parliament's power to amend the Constitution was debated. This culminated in the 1973 case Keshavananda Bharati vs. State of Kerala. Here, the Supreme Court ruled that Article 368 did not extend to the basic structure of the Constitution. Conrad's arguments, in fact, featured prominently in this case. Since then, the basic structure doctrine, this idea that Parliament cannot change some parts of the Constitution, has largely been accepted, albeit with some episodic resistance from various quarters. But there never was a serious attack on the doctrine. Until now. On 7 December 2022, Vice President of India, Jagdeep Dhankar, declared that Parliament is the exclusive and ultimate determinative of the architecture of the Constitution. On a different occasion, he insisted that the basic structure is primacy of the will of the people. The Vice President invoked the concept of parliamentary sovereignty to defend his claims. But what does parliamentary sovereignty mean? And is it applicable in the case of India? The concept originated and developed gradually in England through the 17th to 19th centuries. Simply put, it means that Parliament has the right to make or unmake any law. No person or body has the right to override or set aside the legislation made by Parliament except Parliament itself. Contrary to the Vice President's claims, the Indian Parliament is not sovereign. The first indication of this is the existence of the Constitution itself. The Constitution confers sovereignty solely on the Indian people. Parliament is merely one among the many institutions whose powers are defined and constrained by the Constitution. If our framers believe that Parliament is supreme, then why would they enact a constitution that limits its powers in the first place? To learn more on the making of the Indian Constitution, the debates and the people that went into framing it, visit constitutionofindia.net. Hello, we hope you liked our video. We'd love to hear what you'd like us to cover next. Comment under this video or write to us at cadindia@clpr.org.in.